Hi everyone and welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to be doing a review of the Dinnerly Meal Service Kit, and I do want to mention right off the bat that this is not a sponsored video. It is just my own personal experience using this service. Now, Dinnerly was launched in 2017, and their main advertising pull is that they are the cheapest meal delivery service on the market. And after doing a lot of research on all of the meal delivery options available, I have to say that it does live up to the hype. I purchased a meal kit for a family of 4 with 3 dinners, and the total cost was $59.98, which works out to $4.99 per serving. And they offer a ton of great recipe options, so you are definitely getting a lot for your money. Now, some of the ways that they accomplish this is by taking a simpler approach to the whole dinner meal kit game. For example, they do not provide printed recipe cards for your meals. Instead, you need to log on to your account and view the recipe cards that way. And they use fewer ingredients per dish. And they also use simpler packaging. And by that, I mean that all of the ingredients for your 3 meals are just simply placed in the delivery box, and it's up to you once you receive it to divide up the ingredients for each of your meals, kind of like when you go shopping at Aldi or Costco. So it definitely is a bare bones, no frills kind of kit, but for the cost, I'm thinking I'm okay with not having all 3 meals separated out. For the first meal, I'm going to be making their fork and knife meatball parm with garlic bread and a green salad. For this recipe, I will need 2 pounds of their grass-fed ground beef, 2 romaine hearts, panko breadcrumbs, 2 loaves of Italian bread, 3 garlic cloves, Parmesan cheese, and tomato paste. You will also need to provide salt and pepper, sugar, 2 large eggs, olive oil, and red wine vinegar. Now, to make the meatballs, you first have to chop 3 cloves of garlic, and for this I just used my handy dandy food chopper. Next, you'll combine the panko breadcrumbs, garlic, eggs, and salt and pepper. Then add the beef and mix with your hands until combined. Once it's all combined, you'll form 16 meatballs, which you can do with moistened hands, but I always just scoop them out with a small scooper to make sure that they are all the same size, and then roll them into shape. Once the meatballs are formed, you'll brown them over medium-high heat with some olive oil on all sides for about 6 to 8 minutes, turning once or twice and then transferring to a plate. Then you'll add some garlic and tomato paste to the skillet and cook for about 2 minutes. Then stir in 3 cups of water, some salt and sugar, and add the meatballs back in and let them simmer in the sauce for about 10 minutes. While they are cooking, you can make the garlic bread, and I apologize, guys, but I don't know what happened to the clip of me making the garlic bread and finishing the meatballs. I did film it, but I just can't seem to find it. But I made the garlic bread by grating the Parmesan and coating the bread with oil and garlic and sprinkling on some of the Parmesan and salt and pepper. Then I placed it in a preheated 450-degree oven for 5 to 7 minutes. Once the bread was in the oven, I started making the salad by chopping up the lettuce and mixing together a dressing with vinegar, oil, and salt and pepper. Then I added the lettuce and half of the remaining Parmesan and tossed it to coat. To plate the dish, you place a piece of garlic bread on the plate and pour some of the sauce over the top and sprinkle with Parmesan cheese. Then place 4 meatballs on the top and add the salad on the side. All of my guys agreed that it was really good and everyone enjoyed it. The next dish that I'm going to make is a creamy one-pot pasta with roasted peppers and baby spinach. For this dish, you'll need baby spinach, a box of penne rigate pasta, 2 containers of the mini mascarpone cheese, some garlic cloves, Parmesan cheese, scallions, roasted red peppers, salt, pepper, and butter. To begin this dish, I added the box of penne rigate to a pot of salted boiling water and let it cook for 8 to 9 minutes. While the pasta was cooking, I chopped some garlic cloves, again with my handy-dandy chopper, and then thinly sliced the green onions and grated the Parmesan cheese. Next, I sliced the roasted red peppers into thin strips. To make the sauce, I combined the 2 containers of mascarpone cheese, the grated Parmesan, and salt and pepper into a bowl and mixed until well combined. Then I slowly added some reserved pasta water and whisked until the sauce was the consistency that I liked it, which is on the thin side. To finish the sauce, I added the minced garlic and scallion whites to 2 tablespoons of melted butter and cooked for 1 minute. Then I added the mascarpone sauce and stirred until all of the Parmesan cheese was melted. Then I added the pasta and spinach and stirred it to make sure everything was coated and the spinach had started to wilt. Finally, I added the roasted red peppers and continued stirring and mixing until completely combined and the spinach was wilted. And this is how everything turned out. This dish was a really big hit with my family. They all really enjoyed the sauce and are looking forward to me making it again. The last dish that came in the kit was the burger with Parmesan crisp and seared tomato with garlic aioli. Unfortunately, I was not able to make this dish because my husband and I had gone out with some friends for dinner, and my son and daughter decided to make this for themselves that night. But the feedback that I got from them was that it was really simple to make and that the burgers were just okay, but that they absolutely loved the garlic aioli. Oh, and they couldn't add the seared tomatoes because they ended up burning them in the oven. So in the end, we decided as a family that we really liked the Dinnerly meals and would definitely use them again. And as the person in charge of our budget and grocery shopping, I have to say that it really is worth the money for the 3 meals. I mean, if we go out to eat just once as a family of 4, we definitely always spend more than $58, and that's only for 1 meal. So if you have ever thought about trying a dinner meal kit service, definitely give Dinnerly a try. Thank you all so much for watching, and I hope this video was able to give you some insight and help in deciding whether a meal delivery service is right for you and your family. As always, I hope you have an amazing week, and I will see you all in the next one. Bye, guys.